Right, the fuck? Lady like fuck that. Lady like fuck that. Smooth, that's what your man Outcast said to you. He tired of you being the best in the house. You gotta give it up. Outcast said you can't be the best in the house. You gotta give up the game, lady. Would you do it?
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans.
I'm just saying what he said. You got tired of you playing the game, girl. Go out.
And we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 10 before he's brought down.
You don't want this smoke. This Drew Brees smoke.
At about the 23-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the top.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
That time I should have hit the tight end.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Just praise certain plays that you think
will go play action, it's Keenum. Flush to his right.
Wow.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's crazy if you got the ball.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the gun, it's Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think.
He almost had it. Like that first if it wasn't Demario Davis, he would have had it.
Careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
If it wasn't Demario, he would have had it.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete.
Testing Davis, that was the computer. I was the safety.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did.
Oh! Touchdown!
I was right there.
Andy Janovich from 8 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead.
What is that? Oh, that's
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Breeze on third down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I was hitting that. That's not even on Chubb. Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
that's a confidence builder.
Oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of an head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Why is they doing that animation now?
That time.
Yeah, he just sitting there late.
That's a big time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath, but nowadays
I ain't talking about how you catching it. Like, why they gonna be at late? Like, it was looking dumb, like he was beat stupid.
Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver.
Hey, I saw that.
Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to the runner, get them out in the flat, and let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He did that.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Hell yeah.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down. Keenum
you got inside positioning, though.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. It's Keenum. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there. I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
21, 11.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
That was Breeze.
50 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Is he going to be wanting to go?
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Keenum going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
How do I get that
and
up?
he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I'm talking about people.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7.
I was diving, but I ain't really played defense. I was talking.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's got some space here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, easy. Get set, get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Out of the gun, Keenum. The pressure gets to him again. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. Stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, King, to send it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw on second down is Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking deep for Demarius. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Keenum going to throw. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Breeze now to throw.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
11. I got one. Got it. He's moving, boys, he's moving. 11.
They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down. Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel.
Yeah, he'll get the catch and the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most.
And all the way.
Go take a play from my butt, you funny motherfucker. Good shit, too. I didn't expect that at all, yo. I was like, this nigga gonna fuck around. He's going past it because he's gonna want to score, but he's gonna go deep or something.
He's been fun to watch.
This nigga, man, a fucking screen.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes.
Schedule like tomorrow?
Up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Don't go there.
11. 21.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like
he got 14 kids.
Broncos, it's a sack. Von Miller in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Ted again got 14 kids.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward.
I don't know if that's humble.
Is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit?
And my back was on the ground.
Lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really nip.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Really close, bro.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense.
I got JT Barrett, too. He's like a 67 from Ohio State. But then they got this other white guy. He's like an 87 speed. One of them white, small college motherfuckers.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Like 81, 82.
And a fair
Yeah,
catch
Bears
signaled
should have
for
been like
and
86.
taken successfully. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Let's go. Mary left. 53. 22. Right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman.
Bring me his phone, Corey. Bring it to me. Bring it to me.
It's a gain of 6 on
Don't
the
answer,
play,
though.
and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space for the football.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On fourth down, Keenum under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Anzalone in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one.
Oh, fucked up.
And Denver getting set to take the field. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Keenum now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Keenum. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Very left.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
Very left. Down.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them.
I'm ready. I'm ready, yeah.
Fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty is Camara. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's probably his brother. You know how motherfuckers in the league.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Good shit.
Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one.
No, they had sent the footage. I never be getting the footage of the game. Or I don't be checking my inbox.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Where you think the footage be at? I was talking to my baby man.
They're inching closer and closer here to their own goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
To throw is Keenum. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. P.J. Williams with a pick. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I don't think I ever got it. I'm talking about. Oh, I got the ball back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Yeah.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
No, I'm trying to get this footage for this game. Oh, it's cool.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Let's go. I'm back.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Keenum's going to throw it here. He sets the fire deep. Well, this is taken in.
Wow,
it's
big
complete.
catch.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Drops it underneath for Booker. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. From the red zone now, Keenum. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. And he's going to go down again. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They do snap it to Keenum. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And down he goes.
So I'm going to be on the mud, cuzzo.